is probably bad. I'm just gonna go and fix that real quick. Man, the opening menu is quite long. Alright. No. No. Alright. Should be better now. So, hi and welcome to the stream. If you know a bit about my channel, you'll see quite a bit of Bloodstained stuff. But I never did a normal Bloodstained playthrough. So I did a lot of randomizer and a lot of you know, weird stuff, optional game, and let's delete this. And now I'm gonna do a normal playthrough, and I'm gonna keep this save file only for when I do it on YouTube. So this is gonna be our playthrough, the channel playthrough. There we go. And we're gonna listen to the story. I'm not gonna skip any cutscene. It's really all about the normal playthrough with all the story and stuff. So we're gonna go on normal because I don't want to have it too hard. I'm doing a hard playthrough right now. It's kind of hard. At least in the beginning, you get overpowered at some point.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. There was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shardbinders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shardbinders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shardbinders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jeeble, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed, and mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jeeble is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
It's been a while since I've listened to the story. Wouldn't be bad for you, but yeah. Remove for this scene the comments from the screen, so we can admire Miriam a bit more.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
Give me a second. Man, it's lagging pretty hard. I'm playing this on a base. I mean, not that the game is very demanding. So seems I cannot access. All right. All right, we're good.
It was Jeebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Hey, it's not Joanna's fault.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Alright, time to press some buttons.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
Let's equip our stuff first.
Is that a shard?
It was
Forgotten
indeed.
the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
People theorized at first that this was a gameplay mechanic, but you can absorb as many shards
I know
as
my
you
body's
want.
limits
You're
better
fine.
than anyone. And I'm going to need all the power I can get.
Like it doesn't
If I
spread
run
or
into
anything.
trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
That's it. I'm happy it doesn't.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down.
I,
Not if I can help it.
I don't know if I would have
Just
liked this
promise you won't
mechanic.
push yourself.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can
Oh
help me
no.
wake up these muscles of mine. Oh,
Oops. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to skip any dialogue. I really wanted to this for I really want to do a story run. Sorry. But it's the habit, you know, when you're used to skip everything.
this device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
Weird that she thinks of that, but alright. I really like the voice actress of Miriam. There's also the Japanese voice acting available for the game. You can switch it to Japanese. It's pretty nice, I'll admit. The movement feel a bit weird. What I've been doing lately, because if you've seen the channel, you must have seen that there was not that many. Oh man, you probably seen that there's not that many videos lately. It's because, well, I've been quite busy, and I've played quite a bit of game on my Anbernic something. I don't even know what the model is. It's a little portable console where you can play ROMs of games. So I've been playing quite a bit of Castlevania. Been playing Castlevania Harmony of Despair. No, Harmony of Dissonance. And this is a game that is not very liked in the Castlevania community. But to me, it felt great. It was like playing a Castlevania game on an acid trip. It was super weird. The music was weird. The environment were weird. Like, that was a weird game. Took me 7 hours to get the good ending. It's a Game Boy Advance game, so kind of old. And yeah, I mean, it was great. Then right now I'm playing Aria of Sorrow, which is the next Game Boy Advance game that they made. And it's definitely better than Harmony of Dissonance, but I think Harmony of Dissonance deserves more credits. But it's been kind of overshadowed by Aria of Sorrow, because yes, it's better. It's a better game. There's no denying that. And in Aria of Sorrow, this is kind of where they started doing the whole shard thing. It's not called shard, it's called soul, I think. But anyway, this is pretty much the same. You kill monster and you get their powers. So yeah, anyway. I'm having a great time. And I've been doing quite a few other things that are not that great, like working, taking care of my sick kids. I mean, they were not that sick, but you know, cold and stuff. So I did that. What did I do? I tried. Well, I finally succeeded in that thing, but I should have gone up before. I'm kind of a bit rusty for the story. Well, it's a bad excuse because I've been running hard mode, so actually I'm not supposed to be rusty. I'm just a bit messed up by the Game Boy Advance controls that are quite different. Like on my PlayStation, back is circle, but on the Game Boy Advance, back is the same button. It's like square. It's not square, but you know what I mean. It's in the same place as square. So I'm always trying to click back with square. And yeah, in other type of stuff, we had in our bedroom we had a dimmer light, and it's the thing, you know, you turn it and you have more light, and you turn it left and you have less light. Just in case, I'm not using the right term because I'm not sure it's called a dimmer light. But anyway, and it was not, it broke. So I thought, well, I'm gonna change it. So we bought another dimmer light, but it was a three-way. So if anybody knows what I'm talking about, just tell me, but I didn't. And so what I have in the bedroom is not a three-way. And I was trying to make that work, and yeah, it wasn't working at all. I could turn down the light, but not up. And so I had to remove all that because I was kind of afraid to put the house on fire. And I went back and bought the cheapest dimmer light I could find, and it worked. We have now a functioning dimmer light, but I wish I had a better one because it was one where you can push on it to turn on the light instead of just turning the knob. So anyway, all that said, it's I'm starting walking too. I've been walking quite a bit actually, like pretty much my 10,000 steps a day. And this definitely has taken some time away from gaming because I used to play quite a bit of game on my lunch break, but now I'm walking instead during my lunch break, and it's harder and harder to maintain my walking schedule because it's getting quite cold here. We got snow yesterday, unfortunately. So snow has started. But yeah, and my heartbeat decreased. I was pretty high, now I'm around 75, 80, which is better than it was because it was almost 100 before. So, lost a few pounds. You know, been doing that. And yeah, I mean, I'm still playing quite a bit of games, but just not recording it. I have a few things I want to get done. And you're annoying. Well, he's gone. A few things I want to get done. I want to do a games I've completed during 2022. There's quite a few of them actually. I made a list, and now I can even add Castlevania. Oh, I've played, man. How could I forget? I've played Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I've played it a long time ago, but I don't think I've ever played like the second part of the game. I don't want to spoil it in case somebody didn't play this 25-year-old game. But there's a second part of the game, and I was able to see a lot of what Bloodstained is doing. At some point in the game, there is a bookcase, kind of a big library thing, and you can, like this, and you can push it to make it turn, and it has this nice little 3D effect on it. And Bloodstained did the exact same. This is definitely a love letter to Symphony of the Night. Well, it's called Ritual of the Night. There's kind of a hint there. But yeah, I was able to see a lot of where Bloodstained is coming from, and I understand that the people that kickstarted this game were a bit iffy about how similar those two games are. Well, similar in a way. It's not that, but similar, but there's definitely huge inspirations. But, and man, I'm gonna get cancelled for this opinion, certainly. But I kind of prefer Bloodstained, as crazy as it may sound. I really love Bloodstained. This is a little trick you can do to come and get the pirate hat, which is a pretty good hat. And I mean, she looks kind of cool. Let's equip. Oh well, the claymore is pretty good at this point. Alright. We're almost at the boss. I'm always in hard mode. They did the hard mode in a pretty good way, because in hard mode here there is a big rat, and in the room where I was pushing the crate there was many ghosts floating around. Hard mode is not just more HP to enemies. It's quite a bit more than that, actually. Alright, coffee time for me because it's cutscene time.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to know it.
Oh man, sorry.
I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken, convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me... Our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gremlin. We're leaving.
Jeeble, wait!
This red moon there was your only hint to get the second part of the game. Because when I do the randomizer, I want to kill Jeeble, but in the real game it's not exactly the goal. Anyway, we are not there yet, so... Oops. I won't get the medal. There's a medal you can get when you kill the boss without getting hit. Iga, the producer of the game, dude who made all those nice Castlevania games like Symphony of the Night and Aria of Sorrow, he has a very strict policy when it comes to boss design, because he's not designing all the boss himself. So what he is asking of his team is to be able to beat the boss without getting hit. If they can't, they have to redesign the boss. The boss needs to be designed to be beaten without getting hit. It needs to be possible. It doesn't have to be easy, you know, but it needs to be possible. Man, I suck. Alright. It was not the best performance, but what I'm offering here is the Bloodstained story, even though I already skipped 2 lines of dialogue. But anyway.
Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Bloodstained.
This intro rocks so much. I love it. I'm saying it every time.
We're
village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
I mean, they'll all come back as soon as you left the screen, Miriam. You cannot really clear the area. There, I clear the area. Dominique?
Thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. As you...
An exorcist.
Hey, why?
And we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
I didn't mean to skip it, but the text wasn't... Okay, I'm gonna go slower with
And
that.
the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important, but you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger, but she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jeeble my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me? Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way.
Alright. I'm really trying not to skip dialogue.
I did some looking around before, and this place seems secure.
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone?
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
But that's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
Yeah. She got that pirate hat.
All right, but we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
There's quite a bit of dialogue in the beginning, but it's just to set in place all the characters and stuff. It's gonna be less. There's gonna be less dialogue at some point.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
Yeah, I'll pay, I guess.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you if you no longer need them.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go.
Yep, 9. 9 is the max.
And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption...
Yep, nope, that's not a game mechanic at all.
May accelerate, but I'll find a way to deal with that myself.
I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around? What are you looking to buy?
Let's buy a waystone. This makes me able to come back here super quick.
Oh, I forgot to give this to you. It's the key to the building. You can use it to explore further in.
Thank you.
I invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
Alright. Let's go see Johannes now.
Ah, here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items. But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use. So let's try transmuting them. So, what'll it be?
So we can prepare some food. Well, not right now because we don't have much, but and it gives you can see at the bottom left it gives us some bonus, permanent bonus, and it's healing us, which is pretty nice. I mean, I'm kind of fine with what I have, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna craft anything. Oh, maybe the ring, because I need it for a quest anyway. Let's craft the ring.
With this.
There we go. We did the thing.
Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique, so she can carry it at the supply post for you.
Yeah, so when you prepared some food, then you can buy the food without having to craft it with the items.
I'll do my best to inform you of what items you can make.
You only have to do it once. You can do it many times if you want.
When it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us. With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get much stronger.
Eating new food for the first time will provide Miriam with a stat boost. a permanent stat boost. Alright, let's get a quick save before it crashes. The game used to be quite crash happy on PS4, but since the recent updates, it didn't crash. So maybe it's settled now.
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included. Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
I'm gonna kill some
If it's
monsters.
within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Help my husband rest in peace. Kill that murderer dead!
I love the voice acting. Alright, let's go plant. I don't know if I have any seeds. You can grow some, you know, rice and wheat and stuff like that,
I'm
corn.
glad me fields are rid of those monsters. But they're in a terrible state. I'll need to replant everything.
What will you grow?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Where are my manners? I'm Harry.
Miriam.
Tell me, Miriam, do you have anything I might be able to grow? Because if you let me do the farming, I'll give you your share of the harvest, and you won't even have to lift a finger.
Oh, all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Good. I'll be waiting in the fields.
So yeah, let's plant some corn.
Can you plant this?
Sure, I'll get to work.
And then in some time we will be able to get some corn. And with that we will make food. Like a corn chowder. Is that how you say? Alright, so I have like 10 minutes left or something like that. I didn't have a lot of time. I have an appointment. This is why I am not working today. So I just wanted to start this thing because I've been meaning to do it for quite some time. The bats are in every Castlevania game. The bats are the final boss, I'm telling you. Let's go get the teleport room. There we go. We got our revenge on the bat. Ah, it's just swinging too slow. I should jump before. When you jump before you attack faster. I've been using mostly katanas lately, to be fair. The 8-bit coin, it's a rare crafting material. Open shortcut. Man, we're getting quite a bit of shards. So there is techniques in the game, like fighting, like in a fighting game. So when you look in the libraries, you can get some. So you can use this technique with only those 4 weapons. Once you've used it a lot, you master it, and then you can use it with all of the same type of weapon. So this is with daggers. I'm gonna just show you. So like that. And once you've used it enough, if you go to the archive, techniques, you can see that my 1, 2, 3 Kung Fu shoe technique that I used to get the pirate hat got me a bit of mastery. Once you used it enough, once this once this line there is full, you can use it with all the shoes or all the daggers, stuff like that. Hope it makes sense. It's quite a bit of work to unlock them. On my main save file, I think I did them all. A little secret there. There's a lot of secrets in Bloodstained. Alright, next save point. I think I'm gonna stop. Still have some time, but I hate the bats. So this is our sub quest. We have 3 out of 5 monster killed. I think now we're good. We're gonna be able to get our rings, which will serve for another sub quest. There's a bunch of sub quests, nothing too interesting, but it's there. I think this is better. Nope. Country dress is pretty good. It's kind of a secret armor. You have to break a wall to get it. Oh, come on, man. I kinda suck. I always say this, but I feel it's like when you're typing on a keyboard. You know, I'm working in an office, and I type a lot on a keyboard. And I'm all right. But when there's a colleague that comes in at my desk, and I want to show something, I type super poorly. Like, it's awful. And yeah, I feel like playing while being recorded is kind of the same. Here I think we get some lore. Oh no. Trucidating gyre. Spin towards enemies and transfer the momentum to your blade. So we can only do this with Pelecus, Birdish, and Yukon Varasa, something like that. So I don't think we have that weapon yet. This is some lore, right? Ah, yes. Whilst attempting to create my homunculus, I discovered a strange formation of white crystal growing on the subject. What is it? A sign, at long last, that my studies are progressing. I must observe it diligently and learn all I can. So a few days later, I guess. I don't really understand the numbers. It's in the year 1764. This is not how you say that. But The crystal I discovered appears to be multiplying. Slowly its corruption spreads through the cadaver I chose as a subject. It is a marvelous substance, neither entirely a liquid nor a solid. As soon as I have enough, I shall begin experiments to discover its other properties. So this is how the crystal stuff started. Alright, I think it's gonna be it for now, because I have quite a bit of other stuff to do. Thank you very much for watching, if you did, and yeah, I'll try to continue the playthrough of the normal mode story of Bloodstained as soon as I can. So that's all for now. Thanks. Bye bye.